Here we go then. Out on track come our senior X30 drivers. Their last try at a heat race that then sets the grid for the final later on this afternoon. Harry Torpy and Henry Gregory on the front row once again, with Micah Taylor and Lucas Ellingham on row number 2. Harry Maynard and Rylan Ekberg are there on row 3. And row 4 sees Archie Forber and Jack Cox. Jaden Gregg and Josh Palferman round out the top 10, with Jack Miller and Sam Lewis behind them on row number 6. Row 7 sees Morgan Hill and Jensen Buckingham, then Archie Heron and George Quartermain on row 8, with Olivier Pecula and Ollie Keenan on row number 9. And then rounding out the top 20 are Piotr Judovic and Macy Hitter. Kira Harris and Daniel Archer on row 11, with Vishal Patel and Josh Jones on row 12. Then row 13 sees Lucas Armstrong and Harry Quartermain, Kian Leongamiao, Leo Robinson, Jensen Pugh and Harry Yule round out the 30 karts on the grid for this race, as the drivers fly around the final corner, starting their second warm-up lap of this race. As I mentioned, last heat of the day, this one, race number 16. Let's see how this one goes. Right, heat number 1 earlier on today. Henry Gregory won the race, but only just less than 0.2 of a second ahead of Harry Torpy. It was a great scrap between them right to the end. And the top 4 separated by 0.7 seconds across the line. So, safe to say it was a pretty solid heat number 1 in terms of racing action. Let's hope for more of that here in heat number 2. Of course, Henry Gregory, very impressive driver, racing in the British Kart Championships this year. Harry Torpy, very well-known name here around Whilton Mill. Of course, I mentioned champion from last year is Harry Torpy. Trying to do the same again, but it's Henry Gregory who leads the championship going into this round. Lucas Ellingham as well. Used to be dominant. That's quite early there from as expected. Very early there on the throttle from Harry Torpy, and deemed too early by the stewards. We go round again for another attempt at the race start. As I was mentioning, Lucas Ellingham, previously very, very dominant here at the Whilton Mill Kart Club. He's taken multiple championships in Senior X30, at least 1, if not 2, in Senior Rotax as well. That man knows how to drive a kart, and specifically, he knows how to drive a kart very well around this Whilton Mill Kart circuit. But definitely don't count out Lucas Ellingham. He was there in that top 4 that were separated by 0.7 across the line. Lucas finishing Heat 1 in 3rd place. Micah Taylor was in 4th. Josh Palferman, your winner in the final last round there in P5. Rylan Ekberg as well. He's one of your championship contenders, finished P6 in the first race. And plenty of other names that I'm used to seeing at the sharp end of the order who maybe just didn't quite get to the heights that they were hoping for, that they were expecting in the first race of the day. Hopefully they come out fighting in this one, trying to set themselves up for a good grid start for the final later on this afternoon. And we've not got too long to wait until those finals either. Right, hopefully Harry Torpy keeps it a bit more chillaxed here around the final corner this time. Gives a bit of chance for the rest of the drivers to follow him round to the 2x2 formation start. Right, eyes to the lights, we're underway and racing for 8 minutes plus 1 lap, and Harry Torpy leads us around the first few corners. Gregory slots back in 3rd place just about, and as they fan out up towards Christmas Corner, 2nd place there is Micah Taylor. It's been a good start from Micah yet again. More squabbling in the mid-pack. That was Archie Heron holding it around the outside there as they carry on down towards Ashby. There was a spin. I thought the cameraman was moving for a reason there. The 95 of Harry Quartermain has found himself facing the wrong direction as there's more drivers off on the exit of Ashby, kicking up the dust here as they power on to the end of lap number 1. Here's the move from Henry Gregory down the inside for P2. Shifts Micah Taylor back to 3rd, but Micah's under pressure now from Lucas Ellingham. Lucas unable to get it enough alongside though to complete the move. Sits back into 4th place as they head to the end of lap number 1. And it's Rylan Ekberg who's joined them in that top 5 scrap. Harry Maynard not far behind either. Torpy now knows he needs to watch out though, as he's got Gregory right behind him. There goes Rylan Ekberg down the inside of Lucas Ellingham. Committed move there to the inside from Rylan Ekberg, but you just know that Lucas is going to go straight back down the inside. No room given at the apex there. And Lucas says, what are you doing, mate? I was clearly down the inside there. You gave me no room. I imagine Rylan will feel slightly differently about that one. Leaders have come together though. Henry Gregory down the inside of Harry Torpy into Osiers, and they've come together. That's destroyed the Nassau panel of Harry Torpy. He's going to come straight in the pits, and look at Henry Gregory's car, destroyed as well. Both out of this race. That blows it wide open for the grid for the final later on this afternoon. What a calamity there on lap number 2 of this race. And we've got someone else off at the end of the first corner. Someone else has gone grass cutting there. Is that the number 12 of Archie Forber? Yes, it is. Forber trying to get back going. Of course, when you get on that grass, it's very difficult to warm the tyres back up. So he'll be slipping and sliding for a little bit of the rest of this lap at least. Yellow flag down into sector 2. That's all because Henry Gregory's car is still out there stricken on the exit of the circuit. I saw that Harry Torpy's mechanics were trying to wrestle the Nassau panel back into place. I seem to believe once you come into the pits, you can't then leave again in heats here at Whilton Mill Kart Cup. So I think that will be it for Harry Torpy. I think he will now be out of this race. Same with Henry Gregory. Wow, that is amazing change to this race. No one was expecting that. We knew the move was coming soon enough from Henry Gregory, but no room given. Both drivers out of the race. Jensen Pugh has now got himself a mechanical flag as well. With Jensen Pugh, 23rd at the moment, the number 60. He's going to be pulling off and out of this race soon as well. There's Josh Palfreman. Just got back through on Jack Mowat there. They're battling over 7th place. Josh Palfreman pointing forward, wanting to work together with Jack Mowat. We'll see whether Jack Mowat responds as Josh is hoping. Two Jack Dex Racing Karts in ahead. Archie Heron and Jack Cox. 6th and 5th respectively for those two. Here's a move for 3rd place though. Down the inside goes Rylan Ekberg. Through on Harry Maynard. Up into the top 3 he goes. And this is big as well. Don't forget, Harry Torpy and Henry Gregory, both championship contenders here in Senior X30. Henry Gregory, your championship leader going into today. Rylan Ekberg in P2, Morgan Hill in P3, Harry Torpy in P4. Now, Morgan Hill, I don't think he... No, he is here today. Sorry, he's in P13. He's just having a little bit of an off day today. Not quite able to get it up into the top 10. Now, someone who was also a little bit off colour in the first heat was Jaden Gregg. We know he battles up well near the sharp end. He wasn't quite there in the first heat. He's battling through well in this one, though. Fastest lap of the race, 46.13 on the last lap for Jaden Gregg. And he had the fastest lap on the last lap as well. So he's just getting faster and faster, is the number 34. He's up into the top 10 now in P9. But I think, oh, it's coming together down at Ashby. That's Palfreman and Heron who have come together. Heron spins down at Ashby. I think helped round there by Josh Palfreman, and that loses Josh a bit of time as well. Looks as though Archie Heron's been able to rejoin, but that's definitely going to be at least a few places lost there for the number 159. They're dropping like flies here in the Senior X30 second heat of the day. I thought we'd be saving this kind of action for the finals, but nope. The X30 drivers fancy giving it to us a bit earlier. I'm totally happy with that. Perfectly happy with that. Thank you, drivers. Right then, Micah Taylor and Lucas Ellingham, nose to tail here. Lucas Ellingham coming back to the championship today to have a bit of fun, have a play. But he might be about to cause a bit of upsets here if he takes the lead of the race. And he's going for it down at Osiers, late under the brakes, perfectly weighted from Lucas Ellingham. And we miss Lucas Ellingham in this championship. He was so impressive to watch. I thoroughly enjoyed commentating over all of his racing. Good to see him back for another bash here at WMKC with his oh-so-faithful Jack Dex Racing squad. Micah Taylor then shuffled back into P2. But Mike has been very impressive throughout today. Let's just double-check again the finishing positions from the first race. So now that Lucas has got back in front, if it finishes like this, Lucas Ellingham is going to be on pole for the final. Micah Taylor's going to be alongside him in second place. Then just looking down, I think it'll likely be Rylan Ekberg who lines up on the second row, probably with Josh Palfreman. Then it'll be the likes of Harry Maynard and Jack Cox and Jack Mowat all around sort of there. No, Jack Mowat had a tough first race, so he won't be in amongst it. It will be Jack Cox and Harry Maynard. Then past that, my maths will not compute that far, so we'll leave that until the grid comes out later on today. But after making that move for the lead, Lucas Ellingham pressing on well at the front of the order, already extending that gap to nearly half a second as he takes the fastest lap of the race. Now that Lucas has given a bit of clear air, pressing on like it's nothing. 46.09. Closest fastest lap being Jaden Gregg's, a 46.10, hundredth of a second in it. Lucas Ellingham pressing on very nicely as he leads us on to lap number 9. Well, early calamities in this race have seen the field extend somewhat. Hold on a second, what's happened to Harry Maynard? Harry Maynard is dropping down my timing screen. The number 93 is dropping like a stone down my timing screen, and there he is. That's why Harry Maynard is out of this race. Now, it didn't look like anyone else lost a load of time. So is that simply a mechanical issue for Harry Maynard, or has something gone on with another competitor out there on circuit? We haven't quite seen... Whoa, 2 drivers are going across the grass there on the inside of the corner. That's not the right line up there. What were they doing? I don't know. They were getting a bit too close to comfort up at that part of the corner. Ah, that's where he's pulled off. Right, okay. That's definitely a mechanical issue then for Harry Maynard if he's pulled off to the right-hand side out the final corner. Definitely a mechanical issue for the 93 there. But yeah, some serious scrapping going on in the mid-pack as we saw at the back of our shot a few times there. Here we look back though. That's Jaden Gregg getting frustrated, being like, why are you defending Josh Palfreman? Because you're quick, Jaden, because you're quick. He's scared that you're going to overtake him, and that's why he's defending from you. But I understand the frustration. Jaden realises he can probably get both of these drivers if he tries hard enough, but timer has hit 0. Lucas Ellingham is going to come around the final corner to start the last lap in only a moment's time. This, your closest battle near the sharp end of the order, though. Both Palfreman and Gregg have closed down Moa. Is there enough time left, though? Lucas Ellingham starts the final lap of the race. And this is the battle for 5th place, then, that we're watching here on your Alpha live stream. Good exit from Jaden Gregg. I think Palfreman's going to defend. Yes, he is. That's going to frustrate Jaden Gregg even more. He's going to do the up and under, though. Can he get enough alongside on the exit? Not quite. A little bit of front to rear contact there between the two of them as Jaden tried to complete that crossover. Just lost in the momentum. And Many had to stay behind. He loves this switchback, though, down into Osiers. It's not going to be enough yet again. Palfreman controls the inside line. So as they head down to the boot then, we look back to Lucas Ellingham round the final corner. And Lucas Ellingham's back at Whilton Mill. Lucas Ellingham's back on top form. A win in heat number 2 in Senior X30 for the number 11. Micah Taylor and Ryan Eckberg in 2nd and 3rd spot. Followed by Jack Cox, Jack Mowat, Josh Palfreman and Jaden Gregg. They do stay as they were round the final sector and across the line. Piotr Judovic, Morgan Hill and Vishal Patel, your top 10 in that one.